AI ambiguity tax. AI is often discussed as a cost question, licenses, infrastructure, productivity gains. But this is not where the real financial tension appears. Across reports, case analyses, and cross-industry discussions, another cost keeps surfacing, less visible, more structural, harder to assign. I refer to it as the ambiguity tax. The ambiguity tax is not about technology spending. It describes a pattern observed across organizations when AI increases output faster than clarity, ownership, and decision framing. Wags. AI does not just accelerate work, it consistently multiplies work in progress. Drafts, summaries, recommendations, scenarios, options that appear almost ready. When output scales quickly, ambiguity tends to scale with it unless the organization is prepared to absorb it. This ambiguity does not stay in one team. Research shows that it spreads across workflows, across decisions, across accountability lines. That is why it behaves like a tax, not a one-time issue, a recurring system cost. This pattern is commonly observed after early AI adoption phases. Tools are live, productivity increases, nothing is visibly failing. And yet, decisions do not close faster. Readiness does not improve. Control feels thinner. Work becomes heavier, not because people do less, but because more effort goes into determining what matters, what is reliable, and who owns the outcome. From a finance lens, this matters because ambiguity creates invisible work, unplanned rework, corrections that were not budgeted, alignment that keeps expanding, longer decision cycles, more escalations, more senior attention pulled into resolution. These costs rarely appear as a single budget line. They surface across operating efficiency, time to decision, consistency of outcomes, risk, and compliance workload. Here is the key dynamic highlighted in multiple analyses. I can reduce unit cost per output while increasing total system cost. That gap is the ambiguity tax. The risks it introduces are not failures. They are predictable side effects of scaling output without shared framing. Rework increases because outputs arrive faster than clarity. Alignment overload appears because more answers require more agreement. Confidence becomes uneven because outputs look finished while assumptions remain unresolved. Accountability blurs because boundaries were never made explicit, each manageable on its own, together expensive. So what can organizations actually do about it? This is not about slowing AI down, it is about strengthening the system around it. What consistently reduces the ambiguity tax in practice is better framing. Clear decision frames before output is generated. Explicit ownership of assumptions, not just results. Shared criteria for what is decision-ready and what is only informative. Visible accountability paths when AI supports decisions. When framing improves, AI starts reducing ambiguity instead of multiplying it. Here is the executive takeaway. AI creates value when it reduces ambiguity, not when it only increases speed. The issue is not the model. It is the missing frame. You do not need a large program, you need orientation. This week, ask, what decisions are we producing inputs for? Where do assumptions live once AI is involved? Who explicitly owns outcomes when AI supports the process? Small framing adjustments here often remove more cost than new tooling ever will. AI with intention, leadership with impact. Thank you for listening.